So, what inspired you to tell this story?
Well, not obviously, but it was real life, honestly. So I went to school with my co-writer Johannes, and we had a very similar incident in our time in school where we got frisked, and that was like a kickoff for that story.
One of the things I found interesting is the relationship between the teacher and the student that definitely de-escalated. Did you always land on your ending, or did you possibly think of maybe different ways to end the film?
I will be honest with you. I shot a couple of endings. I did shot. I was like, but that's always the thing. I mistrust my own judgment, and I try to keep my options open. Let's put it that way. And it was just it was a process of finding that ending. Yeah.
What I like about it was the ambiguity. It's not so clear. Are the teachers right or wrong? They're not wrong, but they're also not right. How did you feel about making sure that it wasn't so black and white?
I mean, when you have ambiguity, it's always a good thing especially for your actors, because every actor has a point, and the character has a point, and they can and I like those gray zones. There's those gray areas in films where you don't know who's right and who's wrong. And whenever I get a feeling of a constellation, of a dynamic of that kind, I know it's a good story.
What I loved is that she never stops wanting to help, like to reach the student. That was my favorite thing about it. Like, she always wanted to help the students, even beyond everything she was going through. Was that important for you, making sure that she was still driven by the desire to teach and reach the students?
Definitely, because I think there is something moving about a person who wants to pass on something, who really wants to, I think, and I have tremendous respect for this, for everybody who picks up that profession, because it's you shape the future, right? And I think we ought to value what they do much higher, because they're overworked, they're underpaid, and they have to put up with so much stress and pressure that we just wanted to show that, to bow in front of these people.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck tonight and at the Oscars.